What up? It's Ace OG. Back in the video. So the title of this video is going to be get used to talking to yourself on YouTube. So admin notes, thanks again to all subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out. You leverage, better yourselves. Excuse the wind. I know it's a little bit windy right now, so I'm going to try to talk as loudly as possible. Get this point across. So let's get into it. So get used to talking to yourself on YouTube. Now, this goes to small content creators and to creators that have been somewhat established, has a good following. This can happen to any YouTuber, but especially the small content creators, to include myself, right? So once again, I explained before that the first 6 months I was on YouTube, I was talking to myself. Didn't have any followers, any subscribers, right? Now, I will say I had some random views, maybe like 2 views, 1 video, maybe 5 views, another video. But for the most part, I was literally talking to myself. Now you gotta put it in perspective. Like right now, as I'm recording this video, I'm recording this in real time. But you as the viewer are not gonna see this video until 15, 20, 30 minutes, an hour from now, right? So, what am I doing right now? I'm literally talking to myself, right? There's nobody in front of me, nobody behind me, nobody to the right or to the left of me. I'm talking to myself right now. But I know that once I post this video, somebody's gonna see it. So I'm talking as if somebody is in front of me. But right now, I'm literally talking to myself. I'm talking inside, talking to the camera, right? So, to be a content creator, I think you have to have a little bit of imagination going on at the same time, right? You gotta think outside the box, because you gotta think about this as well, right? So, I'm talking to myself right now through the camera, into the camera, right? And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of folks that's brand new to YouTube, being a content creator, that are nervous about being in front of a camera. What are you nervous about? Nobody's in front of you right now. I mean, unless you're in your house or somewhere, and, somebody is, watching you in the corner or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you talk to yourself. When I'm in DC, and I'm walking around people, you don't think folks seeing me? Of course they are. But I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to myself, right? So that's another thing. You cannot be scared about being watched if you're gonna be a content creator. You can't be scared about that at all. You can't be scared about making mistakes. You can't be scared about somebody looking to your face, right? Because there's been plenty of times I walk through DC, walk across the street, walk beside somebody, and somebody's literally right in my face. And I'm like, yo, like, can I have my face back? Like, why are you in my face like this? You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't bother me because I'm focused on the camera. I'm focused on the content. I'm focused on you, the viewer, right? So all these distractions that are around me, it does not concern me because I'm more focused on making the content, not focused on somebody else watching me, not focused on all these other things around me. Now, of course, I'm still vigilant. I'm walking beside the main road right now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm making sure I'm cutting my eye, I'm making sure I'm looking behind me, all these other things, well, because I don't play around with somebody running up on me, you know what I'm saying? I don't do that. But for the most part, I'm focused on creating the content. And I understand that right now I'm talking to myself. You as a small content creator are gonna talk to yourself for a long time. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. And you do have some folks that will have some growth very quickly on YouTube. Not gonna lie about that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, these folks may have had already a following on another platform. These folks probably have some charisma where as soon as they get on camera, they just popping and they'll grow their channel very quickly. So there's always some outliers, right? But for the most part, your average person coming up here on YouTube being a content creator, it's gonna be a good little while for you to talk to yourself. A good little while. You know, this thing didn't happen for me overnight. I was talking to myself for months, but I wasn't concerned about that. I was concerned about the content. I was concerned about what kind of quality content I was putting out there. And also, I also realized this. Even though I was pushing out a lot of good content, as far as my opinion, I was hitting on topics that I think really will help somebody. But as I grew on YouTube and I actually understood like how YouTube works, how subscribers interact and react to videos and to the creators themselves, I understand that a lot of videos that I did a year ago that I thought was really good content may never be seen by my subscribers. I said this before in another video. When you start getting followers and getting subscribers on YouTube, unless they found you based off of a video you made long in the past, a lot of times these folks not gonna go back into your archives and find videos. I mean, they just not, you know what I'm saying? They found you because of the video that they saw of you on their feed, by somebody sharing it or whatever. So a lot of times your subscribers are going to normally only watch the videos that you make from that point, right? Now, there will be some that will go back. I saw some subscribers respond to a video I did where they said it was going to go back all the way to my very first video. That was kind of like a self-study on their part, because they wanted to see the growth. Because, even though I have almost 600 videos right now, that was within a 2-year span, right? So they wanted to go back to actually see like how I was 2 years ago versus now. It's a big difference. I'm not gonna front about that, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate them looking at the growth. But for the most part, a lot of those videos that I was making, I knew that they may never be seen by anybody, or at the very least, the subscribers I had present. That's fine. Don't worry about who's gonna watch the content. Just make the content, right? Don't worry about talking to yourself while you're making the content. Just make the content. You have to put yourself in a little bit of a bubble when it comes to you making videos on YouTube. You really do. It's you and the camera. That's it. Shut out everything else, especially if you're inside of your house or in some secluded area. Like, there should be no distractions, right? So if you're a person that gets distracted very easily, just put yourself in a very solitude area or space and just make the content. Now, me, I don't care. I could be inside of a store. I could be just finished working out, right? I could be, at the house. I could be outside the house. I could be walking to a trail. I could be inside of my car. It does not matter. You know what I'm saying? Because I had trained myself to the point where I don't care about outside noise, for lack of better words. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about what's going on around me. I'm concerned about what's around me because, like I said, I'm very vigilant when it comes to my safety and my family's safety. So I don't let anybody run up on me or my family. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So even with this video right now, you have to believe I'm looking around. I'm very vigilant. But at the same time, I'm still focused on the camera because I want to make sure I put out the best content possible. And I understand that in real time right now, I'm talking to myself. Nobody's around me outside of like some cars that are on the road right now. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I'm talking to myself right now with the notion and the understanding that eventually this video is going to post and thousands of folks may watch this video right now. Or not right now, I'm sorry. Not in real time, but like after I post the video, right? You understand what I'm talking about. But, I understand that a lot of folks probably gonna watch this video. So I'm focused on the camera and I'm making sure that I get used to talking to myself. And I think a lot of folks are having some issues with doing that. And especially if they create a video and they're talking to themselves, right? And then they post it and nobody's watching. So that's one of the things I think some folks really, really realize it and understand it and embodying when they're doing YouTube. It's not necessarily they want on the camera making the content, with nobody around them. They're concerned about when they post the content, nobody's watching. So they're like, I'm talking to myself. You're talking to yourself right now. You know what I'm saying? On the camera, right? So who cares? Put out the content. That's it. Be concerned about the content. Don't be concerned about you talking to yourself. You're not crazy about talking to yourself on YouTube because that's the way the model is. Now, if you go live, that's different, right? Now you're talking to folks in real time. That's totally different, right? And for the most part, a lot of folks are having even more of an issue doing that because now you have to. Now there is no edits. There is no way to turn back the clock of time, right? You're literally on camera in the video on live, which means you make a mistake. That's it. Everybody sees it. Nobody can edit that out, or you can't edit it out, right? That's even more difficult. So actually, it's more beneficial to you to stay making videos like this, like I'm doing. If you're going to edit, go ahead and edit and then post it, right? But talking to yourself on camera is what you need to get used to. You really do. Because, like I said, I understand that eventually somebody's going to see this video. So I'm talking to you from the past. This is gonna be the past when I post this video. It may, like I said, maybe an hour from now, it may be a day from now, right? But I'm doing this video in the past. You're seeing what the past is right now on YouTube as I'm recording this video. But right now, it's in real time. So anyway, drop some comments in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think about this video, about this topic, because I'm telling you, you folks got to get over the hump by talking to yourself. You got to get over it, because if you don't, it's going to be a long road for you on YouTube. All right? So, if you want me to discuss the topic or subject you think it benefits your channel, email me asog757@gmail.com. My email address is in the description below. Say so G, signing out. I'm gone.